Oh, boy. You ready for this one? Hope you're doing well. So the Yankees come off a big win yesterday, 13-3 over the Tampa Rays. 9 home runs, offensive outbursts. We got some length from Carlos Rodon, 6 innings. So on a hot day, which was a 2+ hour rain delay too. And Yankees have one more game at Steinbrenner Field, and then they come back home for 7 games. 4 against Boston, 3 against the Nationals, before they go to Chicago to face the White Sox. So some winnable games on the horizon for the Yankees if they capitalize on it. Okay, but again, 9 home runs, 2 from Cody Bellinger, 2 from Giancarlo Stanton, 2 from Jose Caballero, new Yankee. And you got Aaron Judge hit his 40th, Jazz Chisholm I think hit his 24th, and Ben Rice hit his 19th. He'll be another guy with 20 home runs soon. So good offensive output for the Yankees last night. Okay, they're continuing to do this, and they're showing again. I understand why Brian Cashman has expressed confidence in Aaron Boone and the team's ability to win a division. Now they have sole possession of second place now. They're a game up in the wild card. So they're still a step towards the Toronto Blue Jays. They're still 5 games out, so there's work to do. We know this. But I understand expressing confidence in the people that you brought in. I get it. What, do we expect them to throw people under the bus? No. Okay? And this is not taking shots at the fan base. It's not creating an us versus you mentality. Okay? There are fans that do that. There are content creators who do that and blame Brian Cashman for it. Okay? Which is comical in my opinion. But after that, okay, there's an article. I'm gonna post this right here on the screen for you. We're gonna go into this. Okay? This is an article put forth, and you'll see it up on the screen. Okay, here we go. 2 Yankees players force Aaron Boone to cut ties with Cody Bellinger, deems analyst. First of all, the title itself, forcing Boone to cut ties. Boone's not the person who cut ties with players. That's Brian Cashman. That's Hal. Boone doesn't make that decision. So right off the bat, looks clickbaity to me. Okay? And if you look up in the browser, it suggests Spencer Jones and Jason Dominguez are the ones that force Aaron Boone to cut ties with Cody Bellinger. Okay? Now let's read this a little bit. I'm going to attach this down below so you can check it out yourself too and formulate your own opinions. But Cody Bellinger may be in the middle of a solid season, but it's also time to talk about his playing future. There's a chance he won't stay in New York for too long. His $25 million player option for next season gives a choice to either opt in and continue playing with the Yankees or opt out and become a free agent. Okay, he does have that ability after this season. He's represented by Scott Boras, who intentionally puts these things in contracts so they can capitalize again at the age of 30, right around there. I'm very adaptable, Bellinger said last week, explaining he wants to play with the team that wins. Plus, he knew that the New York team would be a good step in his career because that his dad, Clay, was a reserve outfielder during the 99 to 2001 ball clubs. And this season so far has been everything he expected. He loves the team, loves playing with Judge, and loves playing in Yankee Stadium. But even if he wants to extend his stay in New York, 2 young players might be blocking his way. Gallagher pointed out the Yankees. First of all, Yankees Digest is notorious, right, for lies and clickbait stuff on the YouTube channel. Notorious for it. Okay? So if you're going to source them, please, you got to do better than that. Okay? And they're saying Yankees have to show Bellinger that they're committed to winning. So Bellinger decides to be committed to the Yankees as long as the Yankees are willing to pay him. Now again, with Spencer Jones coming in and Jason Dominguez being young, there is a question mark as to if the Yankees are actually going to be willing to pay him. Also, there is a world where Bellinger does take that option, but I highly doubt it. He's going to get a long-term deal after his best season since MVP there. And that's the right thing to do if you're Cody Bellinger. You got to respect that choice. And so it comes down to what is going to happen with the Yankees and Bellinger moving forward. Then you keep going down, talks about his option, talks about this, and then it pivots to another clickbaity title. Can Bellinger's potential move to the Mets be the Yankees' biggest offseason blunder? I mean, Again, suggesting, Soto signing with the Mets was a blunder for the Yankees. Okay? He went for the perks. He went for the other stuff. That's not a blunder for the Yankees. Okay? But this is the type of narratives we deal with on a regular basis. Now, I'm gonna attach this down below for you so you could read for yourself, right? And again, it's this type of stuff. At no point in the article do they mention Trent Grisham's gonna be free agent, right? Because he is. Bellinger has an opt-out, which it's up to him to decide with his next side. That's true. Okay, but Trent Grisham is going to be a free agent as well. And he's played himself into a significant contract, right? And that's a fact. And my guess, the Yankees will give him a qualifying offer. If he rejects it and signs elsewhere, then they'll get some compensation picks in return. If, for some reason, Bellinger goes elsewhere, then I think the Yankees are going to make an all-out push to bring back Trent Grisham. Okay? The fact of the matter is, either one of them is a better option for the Yankees than paying $500 million for Kyle Tucker. Right? There's so much this shiny piece. And they're suggesting that the Yankees are unwilling to pay. A lot of folks, they think the Yankees are unwilling to pay Cody Bellinger, but have no problem paying Kyle Tucker. The math doesn't make sense at all. Okay? And I wanted you to see this ahead of time, because there might be some YouTubers and content creators who will run with this type of stuff. And what they'll do is they'll put question marks at the end of the title. And I say, well, I'm asking this a question, but someone else wrote the article. Allows them to skirt responsibility for pushing clickbait stuff. Right? If they do that, shame on you when you know it's gaslighting. Okay? Fact one, Jason Dominguez has not played well enough to justify sitting Bellinger or moving on from Bellinger, or even Grisham. Yes, he's a young, promising prospect. But I'm not worried about Bellinger or Grisham. I'm worried about Dominguez being replaced by Spencer Jones, who's outperforming him by a mile. He's also on the way of getting his 30-30 season. He's got 30 home runs already. I think he's got 26 or 27 steals. For a man his size, who's cut down significantly on his strikeouts, he's putting himself in a position to be in the Yankees' outfield plans, and he's an elite outfielder. So there's that. He has an advantage over Cody Bellinger. Not over Bellinger, over Dominguez. I would be worried about that. Not the Yankees forcing Boone to move on from Cody Bellinger, who, again, it's not the one to make that decision. That alone is clickbait stuff. Okay? But the fact is, too, like I said, if Bellinger moves on, my guess they'll go be aggressive to try to bring back Trent Grisham. If Grisham moves on, they keep Bellinger. And again, I would rather pay Bellinger $150 million than pay Kyle Tucker almost $500, $450 to $500. They're the same age. Same age. Okay? And Cody Bellinger fits here. He plays well here. Right? And why move on from something that works? For what? The shiny toy? I know a lot of fans love the shiny toy because I get a lot in the comments on a regular basis. Got to get Tucker. He's a 5-tool guy. What 5 tools? What are the 5 tools? Right? He's good. No doubt about it. He's a good player. He's got a good glove, too. But if we're going to call him a 5-tool player and not Cody Bellinger a 5-tool player, it's kind of a lackluster argument, in my opinion. Okay? So, but again, read this article. Formulate your own opinion. Okay? But this article is leaving out the fact that Trent Grisham is here. Right? And there's a reason why Dominguez is not playing more time. Playing more. He's not outperforming Trent Grisham. Never mind Cody Bellinger. He's not outperforming either one of these guys. He's not even matching their production. Either one of them. So what threat is he going to pose? Right? I understand he comes with a lot of hype. He's one of the highly touted Yankees. I get it. Okay? And he's shown flashes of his potential. But if we want a consistent producer here, Cody Bellinger has given them that. And he's got an elite glove too, which Dominguez does not have. So my bigger concern would be Spencer Jones replacing Dominguez, not replacing Cody Bellinger. And again, you let me know what your thoughts are. And again, for some reason, if you're a fan and you're not subscribed to this channel, do that right now, please. If you enjoy the content enough to come back, hit the like button too. I thank you for it. But I wanted to get ahead of this because I'm pretty confident that certain people are going to run with this and create their own narrative, right? Like I said, I say this a lot. I'm not going to take part in dumbing down the fan base. I'm not going to take part in gaslighting the fan base with propaganda, narratives, clickbait, talking points. Not doing it. You fans deserve better. And I'm committed to providing that. Okay? Again, let me know what your thoughts are. Just read the article. Read it a couple times. But I saw immediately at the top. It's the forcing Aaron Boone to cut ties. That's not how it works. That isn't how it works. Right? So right off the bat, and I understand their job is to generate clicks and views, just like beat writers do, right? They have an agenda. I get it. Right? Narratives, talking points. Got to get views, got to get subscriptions, memberships. I get it. But if you're leaving out some of the most important parts of the story, the argument's going to fall apart pretty quickly. Right? You let me know what your thoughts are, gang. We'll be back later on with the lineup. The Yankees will make some type of roster move today as well. I mean, we know that Ahmed Rosario's back. He was the corresponding move for them optioning out JC Escara. But Brent Hedrick went on the IL last night right before the game. So the Yankees didn't have enough time to bring up an arm. I'm pretty certain that they're going to bring up an arm today before the game starts. So the Yankees are not one reliever short again. So we'll see what that is. When we find out, you'll get it. Okay? So have a great day, everybody. Let's go Yankees.